This week, a group of European MEPs visited Kashmir. It hit the headlines and it was controversial to say the least. That's because Kashmir is one of the most sensitive regions in the world. It has been that flashpoint between India and Pakistan, two nuclear-armed neighbours, and it's been in shutdown effectively since August, when the Indian government revoked Indian-administered Kashmir's special status. But these group of MEPs, they are the first to visit Kashmir since that shutdown began. And so we have pictures that have been sent to us by an MEP that was on that trip. And we've also spoken to an MEP in an interview that was on that trip. His name is Bill Newton-Dunn and he's of the Liberal Democrats. So the first thing we wanted to ask him was about the internet shutdown that has taken place since the revocation of their special status. This was his experience. Let's just take a listen.
But the United Nations apparently says that landlines, phones and internet are shut off. That's completely inaccurate, because I was checking my emails using my mobile phone in the hotel.
Now, we wanted to find out more, so we spoke to NetBlocks. They monitor internet connectivity and they noticed something very unusual. They said that the internet was near zero right up until the day before the MEPs visited, where it rose to a sixth of normal capacity. They still said that it remains a fraction of normal connectivity issues. We then wanted to find out more about this visit, this meeting within Indian Minister Kashmir with members of the community within Kashmir. So this is what Bill had told us about that visit.
Of a lovely sunny afternoon in the grounds of a magnificent great hotel. And there we met maybe a couple of hundred leaders of civic society, and we were free to talk to, and they were free to talk to us anything they wanted to say.
So we wanted to know whether this meeting with civil society within Kashmir that those MEPs had went to was an open invitation. So we asked the editor of the Kashmir Times, Anurada Basin. She said that her reporters had went to the event, but at the door they were told that they weren't on the invite list, so they weren't going to get in. Well, we asked Bill, and Bill told us about why he thinks that this group of MEPs were invited. This is what he said.
Prime Minister Modi made these big changes in August, and he knew it was going to be controversial, and so there's been a security clampdown since to let people calm down. And I think the reason we were admitted and told go and have a look what you think is because the reaction has been positive and they felt safe to let people inside. So they've opened the internet, they've opened the telephone lines, and things are returning back to normal.
But this does contradict what the United Nations has said and has been saying. On the very same day that these MEPs were in Kashmir, the spokesperson for the Chief of Human Rights in the United Nations made a statement. And they said that they are extremely concerned that the population of Indian-administered Kashmir continues to be deprived of a wide range of human rights. They went on to say that they urged Indian authorities to unlock the situation in Kashmir. Now, there are people who haven't been to Kashmir, and that includes a cross-delegation of Indian MPs. They were concerned about this and they raised this during this meeting. Even Congress, their party in India, their politician group, they said that this was the biggest diplomatic blunder in India's history, that these group of MEPs would be the first to visit Kashmir. Now, somebody else who wasn't there also was an MEP that was actually invited, Chris Davis of the Liberal Democrats group. Now, he sent us his emails and his invite emails to this trip, and he was invited by a think tank. They said in the email to him that they were organising a prestigious VIP meeting with the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying that he would like to meet influential decision makers from the European Union. Now, Chris Davis went on to ask, would he be able to meet people of the community freely in Kashmir with journalists, not with the likes of security. 2 days later, they said that the trip was full. Chris telling us here in Euronews in a statement that he thought this whole debacle was a PR stunt for Narendra Modi. But what's significant here is whether this trip by this group of MEPs to Kashmir was appropriate at this time.